Right boys, it's a new day, we've got a new objective, road to the final team 1, assuming there's only going to be one team, we'll just call it road to the final promo, and we have got two new objectives which we'll both go over today, obviously in separate videos. It's actually a Saturday morning, I've just slept for 13 hours, I'm feeling good. Let's get into the objective guys lads. If you guys don't know what the objective guides are, essentially what I'll do is I'll go over all of these objectives, give you guys my tips and tricks, and I'll also break each one down to try and explain it to you guys if you are a little bit confused. So we're going to look at this Lisandro Martinez card. Starting off, boys, we've got a scorer header in 2 separate squad battle matches on at least semi-pro, or you can do it in division rivals. Starting off, this looks incredibly easy, and you actually get this 87 rated Martinez card on loan for 5 games. Now, this card gets a hyperlink to the versus Ice and versus Fire version of Tagliafico, which was an objective at the beginning of the year. So the fact you could make a pretty sick Eredivisie side this year, you got Gravenberch, you got David Neres, you got the objective players like Owusu, Openda. Lads, you could make a sick Eredivisie side, and Martinez would be a great centre-back to pair alongside Tizzy or something like that, the Winter Wildcards version. But now with this one, it is obviously semi-pro difficulty is quite easy, so I'd recommend just doing it on there. You have to score in 2 separate games as well, so I mean, score a header, relatively simple. Some people do struggle with headers, and I know headers are a little bit of a pain in the ass because they're not automatic. They're not automatic, like, you know, you just have to cross it and then press B or circle depending on the console, and it like automatically goes on target. I think they changed that in FIFA 19 or FIFA, I think after FIFA 19 they changed that. In FIFA 20 it was manual headers, so you kind of have to aim the direction where you're actually hitting it. So heading, I know it's not, you know, the easiest thing in the world, but it is definitely, you know, doable. And I mean, it's only on semi-pro as well, which we will get into the squad battle games in a minute, or squad battle, and like show you guys how you can, you know, just keep playing the shitter teams. So if you're playing a shit team on semi-pro, you should have no problem getting that done at all. Assist 5 goals with Eredivisie players in squad battles on at least professional, or you can do it in division rivals. So scratch what I said about semi-pro, you'd want to be doing these all on professional to get them done at the same time. But assist 5 goals with Eredivisie players, this is not in separate matches, you can give it 5 assists in 1 match, which is easy as. Assist with a defender in 4 separate squad battle wins on at least professional. Now obviously you have to win the game, and for the assist with a defender, my number 1 tip for this is, say you start a 4-3-3 in game. Going into the game, you got your right back and your left back. What you'll do with your right back and left back, chuck a pause straight away, move him up to right wing and left wing, because obviously scoring from left wing or right wing is a whole lot easier than right back or left back. If you start a right back in a right wing position, I think it'll only be on free chemistry for 1, and even then I'm not sure it will count, whether EA will say it'll be starting as a winger or if it will be starting as a fullback. But for this one, I'll just start your right back and left back as you usually would, and then move them up in game. You could go for an Eredivisie left back or right back as well, to obviously get the Eredivisie assist done at the same time. Score in 10 separate matches in squad battles on at least professional difficulty with at least 4 Argentinian players in your squad. So lads, I'm going to get into the squad builder, and we are going to go ahead and do it. What is this? Road to the final is here. Okay, it's just explaining what road to the final is. Players have 5 entries daily in the road to the final. There are 3 wins. Okay, it's quite cool. Alright, if you guys want to pause and read that, go for it. Let's get into the squad builder. So this is the team we have come up with. Now, we've got the Eredivisie players, we've got the Argentinian players, because you need at least 4 Argentinians in the 10 separate matches. I think you have to score with the Argentinians in your squad. So I've gone for a 4-3-3 formation. Now, starting off at left wing, we're actually playing a right wing of chemistry at the left wing, but that is David Neres. 5'9", he's got 5-star skill moves, some unreal dribbling. We all just know how meta he is from his foundations card, a very nice player to have in your squad. Striker, you've actually got a very limited amount of Eredivisie strikers. You do not have much crazy Eredivisie strikers, but probably the best out of a poor bunch is going to be the Sahavi card. 6 foot tall, he is high-low, and at least he's got the 4-star. Look, he doesn't look terrible, but obviously he's not going to be amazing, but it is only professional squad battles, so he'll definitely get the job done. Right wing, we've gone for another Brazilian winger from Ajax in the Dutch league, and that is going to be Anthony. 5'9", another 5-star skiller, and some even better dribbling than David Neres, and I believe some even better pace from David Neres as well. So, I mean, once again, another very meta card. You have got some very meta right wingers, or wingers, I should say. Remember, though, we are going to be moving up the left back and right back into the right wing and left wing position in game for the first 4 games. Or, sorry, for the first, the 4 games, you have to assist with defenders in 4 separate games. And then, obviously, for the remaining 6, you can keep it how it is. But we'll get into that in a second. As for the midfield 3, I'm actually going to switch him around because he'll probably perform better in game. It makes sense to have a more central player central. So we have gone for Labiad as our left centre mid. Now, his stats don't look crazy. He's only got 72 pace. His shooting looks okay. His passing looks, you know, solid. Dribbling, solid. Physical, terrible. But he's 4-star, 5-star, and he's 5'9". So he's like a nice, fun card to actually use, and he's going to be usable, because once again, you don't have to use the most usable type of cards, as it is only squad battles, but this card looks very fun. He'll definitely get the job done. Now, in the central of the park, we have moved him there because he's more of a defensive type of bigger player, so he'll probably be the better player to have in the central of the park controlling it, but it is going to be Gravenberch, 6'3", 4-star, 4-star, and a very well-rounded card. Right mid, we have gone for right centre mid, we've gone for Kudos, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced, who is actually obviously being played on 8 chemistry, unless you want to get a manager and position change him, Cam to centre mid, but I wouldn't really worry about it, because Cam to centre mids are like 5,000 coins, but he'll definitely get the job done. Not a bad attacking option. Obviously his agility and balance is crazy. Labiad and Kudos are probably going to be the more type of attacking players. So if you want, you could do your custom tactics and have them on like get forward, get into the box, but that's completely up to you. Now, as for the defense, we've gone for, you only need 4 Argentinians, but we've gone for 5 Argentinians. No such thing as too much Argentinians. You've got Tagliafico at left back, Martinez' normal card at centre back, paired with Christian Romero, Montiel at right back, and in net we have gone for Emiliano Martinez. It's a very solid team, boys. Now, as I was saying before, for the first 4 games to get the assist with the defenders, line up like this, go into the match like this, and then as soon as you get in, literally put your left back at right wing, put your right back at right wing, and go from there. Because obviously scoring or assisting with your right wing and left wing is going to be a whole lot more easier than scoring from the left back or right back position. Now, heading into the tips, boys, tip number 1 is simply going to be fill up the bench with your starting team, with the best players you possibly have. My Marquinhos, my Zidane, my Neymar, my Smith Rowe, Ronaldinho, they can all get subbed on. If you are losing, if you are in trouble, sub on your best striker at striker for Sahavi, maybe chuck on like a midfielder in there, and obviously if you are struggling, then there we go, happy days. Getting on to tip number 2, boys, it is going to be chemistry styles. Now, we're going to go flick over to Footbin here. Now, we are not sponsored by Footbin, I'm just using these guys as an example. All of these new cards are out, and they look absolutely insane, by the way. Bailly and DePaul Showdown, looks really good. Kimpembe, geez, what a rat. What a 1.8 million coins. Oh dear, oh dear. But anyways, lads, so I'm not sponsored by Footbin. We are just going to use this as an example. And speaking of examples, Anthony today will be our example. So as you can see, 950 coins on the PlayStation, 1000 on the Xbox. But as you can see here, you can put different chem styles on him and see what it affects in game. For example, a marksman will give him +7 shooting, put him from 71 shooting, or 72 shooting, sorry, up to 79 shooting. Also puts him up to 93 dribbling and 71 physical. And as you can see, he's an 84 rated left wing in game. Chuck a finisher, he's also an 84 rated left wing. A Deadeye puts him to an 84 rated cam, and obviously gets a massive passing and shooting boost. So the moral of the story here is just chemistry styles. Although he's 79 rated, with the correct chemistry style, he's going to perform 80, as if he's an 84 rated card, he's going to perform 5 ratings above his actual rating in game. You don't have to go out and buy shadows for your defenders, hunters for your attackers, because there are thousands of coins that will add up quite a bit. But what you can do is check your club for some chemistry styles and chuck them on. Any chemistry style is better than none. For example, for Neymar, I could chuck a Deadeye, it would put a shooting and passing boost on him. Happy days, it will make him feel a whole lot better in game. Heading into tip number 3, and the final tip for today is just going to be for the squad battles. You get given 4 squad battle games per refresh, and then after you play one, you're allowed to refresh it, or you have a daily refresh as well. So as you can see, I've been given 4 squads, a 186 rated squad, an 89 rated squad with 89 chem. As you can see, I've got Jorginho, Donnarumma, Neymar, so it's it's going to be a tough team to beat. But then you're also given some lower tier teams. Sometimes you'll see a 60 rated team. For example, let's refresh. You get up to 10 refreshes. After you use those refreshes, you can still refresh, for points just will stop counting. towards your squad battles rank. But as you can see, here we go, a 61 rated squad on 32 chem. So what you're going to want to do, what an absolutely terrible squad, you're going to want to go on professional difficulty, which is what you need to play on, get these objectives done, and then happy days. And then as soon as you play this game, you'll have the option to refresh again. So keep refreshing, keep playing those poor teams, because obviously facing a 61 rated team will be a whole lot easier to beat than facing a higher tier team. Now just to go over the objectives, you could say score a header in 2 separate matches. Now obviously you're just going to be wanting to cross with Square on the PlayStation, X on the Xbox, assist 5 goals with Eredivisie players, your whole front 3 and midfielders, Eredivisie, assist with a defender in 4 separate squad battle matches. As I said, pause straight away, move Tagliafico and Montiel, your right back and left back, up to right wing and left wing in game, so it is easier to get the assisting chances, and to score in 10 separate matches on at least professional difficulty with at least 4 Argentinian players. You've got the 5 Argentinian players actually, you've got the whole 4 back line, and then the 5th in net being I keep butchering his first name, Emi Martinez. So lads, hopefully this video did help you guys out. It is a relatively easy objective. It's only 10 games. If each game's 15 minutes, then I mean it's not going to be short. I'd probably say it'll be 2.5 to 3 hours long, but it looks like a great card, a brilliant for Eredivisie teams. And remember, you can get the loan for 5 games by just scoring a header. It will take 2 games to get the loan. You may be able to test them out and see if you want to go further with this objective or not. If you guys did enjoy, it's been your boy Davis, and see you later, boys.